This one's gonna be a little different. I don't know. I'm only 20 years old, but the older I get, the less I'm able to relate with everybody. Like everybody, even the people I genuinely love, like my friends and my family, the people I actually cherish. I've just lost complete interest in everything else that everyone else loves. Like I don't really want to watch the sports. I don't want to like sit around and watch the sports and like shoot the shit and consume drugs and party. I don't want to do that. I don't want to hop on the video game and like spend a couple hours just forgetting about real life. I don't have interest in any of these things anymore. Like the common things of all of my peers, I have zero interest. I'm so alone. And it's crazy because this time more than probably any other time in my life, I have the most people around me. I have such good people around me that I know care about me deeply and I care about them. But in the mental sense of like my mental space is not on par with anybody else's. Like I'm not thinking the same things as the people around me. And it's so like, it's honestly hella polarizing. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This mindset that I put myself in of like, you have to work harder, you have to fucking grind, you have to get up early, you have to do this, like you can't take a day off, you can't take breaks, you don't get a vice. Like I don't even give myself a vice, because what the fuck do you need a vice for? You're fucking broke, you have no accomplishments as a human being. Like what do you need a vacation for? What do you need breaks for? You haven't accomplished anything. And I've set the bar so high that my social life is completely deteriorated, but I'm still doing my best to like not even pretend, because I love being with the people I hang out with. I love hanging out with my friends. I just have to like, I don't know, pretend to be interested in like common conversations with my peers, like coworkers and friends and, you know, family and whatnot, but I'm not interested. I just want to win. I just want to conquer. Why does nobody else want to just like conquer the earth and like take over? Like why I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. That's why I'm making this video. I don't understand why my thoughts are so alone. I don't understand why nobody else wants to shoot so fucking big. Like I hear people say it online and talk about it, but I don't really have like examples in my real life of people that are like my age, 20 years old, that are really about doing these big things. Like they don't just talk a game. I know countless people that just talk a game, but I don't know people that get up at 5 a.m. on the weekends to get right back to their shit. You know, like I don't know these people. I'm so alone in my mindset. Like I have so many people around me that'll reach a hand out, but I'm alone. Like nobody understands. I feel like nobody understands. And I know that's being extremely naive, because there's probably somebody watching this that's like, man, I understand. Like, I'm the exact same way. But I don't understand. Like, I don't know, man. Let's say I'm awake for 18 hours a day. I feel like almost all of that time, unless I'm engaged in a conversation, and even half the time when I am engaged in a conversation, it's just a monologue. I'm just monologuing like what's going to happen in the next 4 hours of my life, you know, like what's going to happen in the next hour? What am I going to do when I get home to make sure I advance in life? Like, why can I not just be present? I cannot be present. I cannot just like, fuck, man. Can't just be in the moment, you know? Like I can't like genuinely, I can't remember the last time I've listened to somebody and like they've had my full undivided attention. I cannot remember the last time that I looked at somebody and in the back of my head it wasn't, oh, you need to fucking get back to work. You need to fucking, you know, like I cannot just be present. Like I cannot just smile like we're having fun. Like I can't. In the back of my head it's just like, why are you doing this when you could be getting ahead of everybody? Why are you like enjoying yourself? It's like, fuck, man. Am I abusing myself, or is this just like regular? I don't know. Like there's two sides of the coin, you know? On one hand, am I like an egotistical maniac, like fucking dickhead that just thinks he's better than everybody else because, you know, he doesn't indulge in the system and doesn't have any vices and doesn't indulge in everything that keeps the regular person poor, you know? I don't engage in the things that turn me into a fucking slave for a system, you know? Or am I just fully awake of all the bullshit that's going on around me and all the mediocrity that I look at in peers and, you know, the shit I see online? Like, am I just aware that that is not for me? Like, I will not, like, under any circumstances, go down that average, mediocre path. Like, I cannot fucking let myself. It makes me like unable to function properly. Like, I don't even feel like a fucking human anymore. I'm so disassociated from reality. Like, maybe I'm the crazy one and I'm the one that's doing it all wrong. You know, am I doing it all wrong for like looking at a person and not necessarily judging them, but just being like, you're supposed to be more than that. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, like, there's shit. We have to get out here and like get shit going. Like, why don't you understand that we have to keep working? Why don't you understand that we have to get to it? There's no time to sit on a couch and drink a beer. There's no time for that. There's no time to sleep 12 hours. That's half your life. You only get 24 hours in a day. If you sleep for 12, what the fuck? Like, why is everybody okay with this? Why are 90, 99%, whatever the fuck percent of people okay with this? And where can I find the 1% that aren't? I'm in this small town that just breeds mediocrity. It just breeds stupidity. I feel like I'm getting hindered. I say a crazy, outlandish, ambitious idea, and like I watch it just go through people. Like, they cannot see the vision. I don't get it. Like, to me, it makes so much sense. The path I'm going down makes so much fucking sense. But everything around me constantly reminds me that I'm fucking crazy and I'm out of order. I don't get it, bro. Everything you see on your phone just tells you to confine and be just like everybody else. And I look at it and I'm like, ew, it fucking disgusts me. But where are the people at that are like this? Because I know they're out there. I see this shit all the time. The people that do great things, I don't get how there's none in my life besides maybe my father who like want to be great. Like, I don't know, man. Are you supposed to walk the path alone? Like, how do you? I don't know, man. I don't know. My inability to relate to everyone around me has just made it's just created a conflicting storm in my head, you know, where I don't know, like, feel it. I can feel the Matrix, the devil, whatever that negative entity is and whatever faith that you believe in, I can feel that thing pulling on me, like yanking on me, like, come on. Just crack the beer. Come on. Just scroll on the TikTok. Just go lay in that bed. It's real comfy. And I fight it off like every fucking time, but everyone around me isn't. Am I fucking crazy? Am I going crazy? I think I'm going mad. I've become hyper aware and I fuck, man, I don't even know if it's worth it. Is my sober, like, grind set life, like, worth it? Worth the suffering every fucking day? I'm never satisfied. I feel so alone, man. And I feel like it's so naive, and I don't think I'm important or special or different at all. Like, I'm not. I'm 100% not. I'm an average fucking guy. Or at least I think I am. I'm 100% sure I'm just an average dude. But like, why are the philosophies and the things that I see, why does nobody else see them? I just can't wrap my fucking head around it, dude. I cannot get down with the idea that we're just supposed to be a robot that's plugged into a machine that exchanges time and effort for a fucking green piece of paper that decides what you could do with your life. Like, does that sound real? If I wrote it down and dumbed it down for you, hey, we're going to plug you into a machine. You're going to give it all of your time, your attention, your effort, and your emotions, and you're going to exchange it for a piece of paper that says you can own something, or says you could buy something, or says you can eat or drink this. What? I cannot fucking fathom it. I cannot. You can't even survive off this shit. Half the world is fucking poor, man. And I refuse to, like, confine. I refuse to be just like everybody else. Nobody is coming to save me. Nobody is coming to save you. Like, nobody is coming to save us. And I became hyper aware of this shit, like, way too fucking young, man. Maybe it's a blessing. I'm struggling to see the blessing in all of my hardworking morals and all that, you know, like, I'm struggling to see, like, the purpose, because I don't have many more things than the guy who's being a degenerate loser. We arguably have the same amount of fucking things. I just have this fortified mind that's doing what? This, I mean, I'm pursuing my dream. This is my dream. I want to do this for a living. I love cameras. I love talking. I love YouTube. I love making videos, but even that is such a rare thing. Like, how many of those people make it? I want to be different. I want to be one of the greatest, and I'm just surrounded by everything else that's not that. And I feel so alone. Like, the mountain I'm climbing is so fucking tall, man. Fuck. Like, in a weird way, I would never be like this, but in a weird way, like, ignorance is bliss, man. I mean, you set low goals that have easy accomplishments, and then you give yourself a shitty reward pathway. Like, man, I just got through with work. Crack that cold one. That's a win for the day. That is not a win. That is my bare minimum. a day is not a win unless I come home from my 5 to 5 and then work from 5 to 9 to escape that 5 to 5. That is the only way I won that day. Every other day is a loss unless I'm building a meaningful relationship with someone like a girlfriend or a potential business partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless I'm learning, it's a waste of fucking time. I cannot do something where I'm not learning. I have to be like advancing and learning, but everyone around me is not doing that. I don't get why that's not like an easy thing to understand. We have to do this or else we're going to be like everybody fucking else. And if you're watching this video, I hope you're like me, because I'm struggling to find people that are like me. I just want someone to understand, you know? I suffer so much mental pain when I indulge in that lifestyle. I don't know. I'm numb to the feeling of proud or like happy, you know? Like, I'm numb to a win. I haven't felt a win in so fucking long, man. Like, my reward pathway is so fucked up. I don't know what a win is. I'm just a soldier that's like going towards his next target until it eventually fucking dies. I don't like getting too personal, but this shit is, I don't know, it's just been eating me up. This is so much different than any video I've ever made on this channel ever. But I have to get these feelings out, or else they're actually going to eat me alive and I'll end up fucking dead, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, just a little insight into my life. I'm 20 years old. I make a very, very, very decent wage for my age. I have over $25,000 saved in total across various investments. I've been sober for basically 3 fucking years, but like, there's no purpose in it. There's not a win. Like there will be people around me that will think that's good, you know? But then I look online, I see everybody else. Maybe I'm just comparing myself too much, but I see other people and they would look at that and be like, just keep going. That's nothing to be impressed. That's not impressive. Just keep going. I understand what you're trying to do, but keep going. But I can't like genuinely hear that. Like, I've never been able to hear, yo, Jordan, like me, you are on the right path. You are doing the right thing. Keep going down this path. And I guess that's kind of the cool part about it, because you're not supposed to know till you're there. You know, can't get so worried in the end goal, because the journey is like really what's important. But I'm walking this lonely path, man. Everybody else is walking with 5 to 10 people, arms over each other, fucking, yeah, like we're going down this road that leads to poverty and mediocrity. And just, we're going to be average for the rest of our lives and retire at 75 with back problems and mental problems and never own a house and have 1 car for 30 years. Yeah. But then I walk on this lonely path and there's all these fucking demons on my left and my right trying to pull me over to those guys. They want me to be with them, and I don't fucking want to, man. I want to be great. I want to be everything they said I couldn't be, man. I want to be fucking amazing. I want them to look at my life and put it in a history book someday. I want to influence. I want to change the world. And it's so hard, man. It's so fucking hard, but I'll never stop. This is just me. Honestly, it's like a fucking mental diary. It's just a video diary. I'm just putting this shit on video so I have it here, but I hope someone can relate to this, please. I'm trying to understand why I am the way I am and why I feel so alone. I'm gonna turn my light off really quick. Hold on. I don't understand where the people around me get these huge smiles for the most useless and materialistic things, you know? And then I ask myself, like, am I wrong for diminishing everybody else's achievements, you know? Like, to some people, being sober for a week is like the craziest win. Like, that is life-changing shit, you know? Like, that can carry them and snowball them into so much. But for me, if I was worth $1 million right now, there would be zero satisfaction. Like, am I egotistical for thinking that I'm better than someone, or for thinking that what they think is amazing is fucking average to me? I think I'm the piece of shit. Honestly, I don't know why do I care? I care so much about what other people are doing, but only to feed my inner ego. You know, it's not out of like a insecurity. It's more of like if I look at the poor man, or look at the homeless man, or look at the guy that is taking days off and he's super lazy, if I look at that guy, it makes me feel good about myself. But that is such an unhealthy way of going about life. But I feel like it's the only way I can feel righteous in what I'm doing, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, does the mental competition like keep me in check, you know? Like, I can't be like this guy. I look at these guys like examples. I can't be like this guy. I have to work so much fucking harder. And it like forces me to work harder than everyone around me. But I don't know if it's healthy. It's building like a resentment towards everybody. And then I'm self-isolating because I don't want those type of things around me. You know, like I don't want those type of people or those type of situations to influence my mind and like make me weaker as a person, you know, because I've worked really, really, really hard to build up who I am and the morals that I stand by and how hard I'm going to work, you know. I feel like my brain would get infiltrated instantly if I hung around these people and did all these useless things that are only going to hold me back. I don't know why I do the things I do, but I haven't decided if I love it or hate it, you know. I feel like I'm suffering and I'm so unhappy compared to the people that are not shooting for the stars and they're just okay with being another guy. I don't even know if any of this is making sense. I might just be, I think I'm genuinely going crazy. I think so. The voices in my head, they're getting louder and they're making sure that I don't relate to anybody else ever. I feel like it's very easy to mistake the way I fantasize about being amazing as like arrogance. And I'm sure a lot of it is really, but I cannot grasp like the regularity and normality of life. It's not for me. I get disgusted and depressed if I try to be normal, like if I try to just fit in and be like everybody else. I don't know. I wholeheartedly believe that life just isn't meant for me. And I'm struggling with the world making me feel like I'm a bad person for that, you know? Like, am I a piece of shit that needs to be brought down to earth and like humble? Like, yo, you're not shit. You're average. Or am I like the one rat that turns around when the doors open and all the rats start racing? And I turn around and I'm like, go my own fucking way. Fuck you guys. I'm not playing your little game, you know? I'm not important, special, or different than anybody else, but I don't know. What would you call everything I've just said? Is it a mental diagnosis? Like, I feel like the world is making me feel like it's wrong to think the way I do. It makes me hide the way I feel, you know? Like, I don't want to say certain things because I might hurt the feelings of somebody that sucks at life because they're fucking average and they don't want to be anything. I don't want to push my agenda, you know, and my philosophies and my mindset onto someone that can't even help themselves. And it makes me feel bad about myself for wanting to make everyone around me better because it comes off like I'm an elitist or I feel like or people feel like I'm better than them, but I'm not. I fucking hate myself more than anybody on this planet ever can. I don't think I'm shit. I think I'm a fucking loser. But if I'm a loser, what do these people think of themselves to be able to just be like everyone else, you know? I have no one to relate to. I have no one to talk to. I feel so alone. I mean, everybody has their escape from reality, and this is certainly mine. Just the art of me making my YouTube videos, or the hobby even of just making my YouTube videos, it makes me escape from like the real world that fucking blows, you know? But even then, inherently, you experience everything alone. Like these, like the bullet points that I marked down for certain videos, and when I'm editing in my editing software and when I'm deciding on a thumbnail, like it's all inherently alone. Every thought that comes into my head, nobody else knows about it. It's all alone. You go through this life alone. No matter how hard you try to cope with that and surround yourself and distract yourself with as many people as you possibly can, we are alone. Like, we are alone. And I love it. I have a weird love for it, but it makes me very scared because when I'm alone, I get very wild thoughts, and I don't even know if they're okay or not. I don't know if I'm supposed to be thinking about the bad things that I think about doing to myself or the bad things I think about doing to other people. It's also scary because nobody could tell me I'm wrong when all I can hear is myself, you know, an echo chamber. Like, nobody could tell me that I'm wrong for wanting to work hard as fuck and be different, you know? But I get around everything, this world, and it makes me want to isolate myself. And then I'm stuck in an isolation where I'm like really, really alone because now I'm not even leaving the house because I'm trying to protect my mind and free my mind of everything. And everything that's trying to drag me down, everything that's trying to enslave me and indoctrinate me. I'm trying to escape all of those things to like be inherently myself, like the most me I could possibly be. I'm chasing it every fucking day, you know? I feel like our phones and social media and the people we hang around and all that shit, it kind of leaves a stain on you where you cannot be who you really want to be because the rest of the world will think you're fucking crazy. And I'm here to say I want everyone to think I'm fucking crazy because it already happens. Before I end this video, I just want to make it known that I don't think I'm shit and I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I'm just like everybody else. I'm just an average guy. But my mindset, I'm really struggling to find people that relate and understand what I'm going through. And maybe it's an environmental thing. Maybe I need to surround myself with different people or go to different places that have these people at them, but I don't know. Or maybe I'm supposed to just do it alone and stay alone. I don't know. Is it worth it being alone forever? Like, is it worth it to just never find out if there's somebody else that agrees with you? I don't know, man. I do the same things every fucking day. From 4 a.m. when I wake up to 9 p.m. when I sleep. I do the same fucking thing every fucking day. It rarely changes. You will find me in the same spots doing the same couple of tasks. Almost every single one of them is alone. And there's a certain despair that comes with that, I guess. You keep it pushing. You can't feel sorry for yourself. And this video isn't a pity party either. I don't feel sorry for myself. I'm very thankful that I have this disease that plagues my mind. Because if I was healthy like everyone else, I would be just like everyone else. So I'm very happy to be sick in the head. It's just, yeah, I don't know if it's worth it being sick. Maybe the medicine of conformity and TikTok and all that is the way to go. But I'd rather go out in a blaze of glory knowing that I stood for everything I've ever believed in than to be just like everyone else and fit in. I want to change the world, and everybody around me wants to destroy it and watch it fall. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know. I'm alone. Mentally. In my head, I'm alone. Ugh. No crying. Stop being emotional, you little fucking bitch. I love you guys. If you made it this far, it'll probably be 0 people, but just in case there's like 1 or 2 of you guys that have made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. This is my therapy session, really, and I needed it more than you could ever imagine. So if you have made it this far, let me know if you like this style of content, and then if you want to just hear someone else talk that you can relate to, because I love using my voice to find people, you know. It's like one of my passions in life. So if there's like 1 or 2 people that comment saying this video felt relatable and that this helped them, there will be more like this. I do it for you guys, and I do it for myself as well. That's the whole video. This one's long as shit, I'm sure. I'm at 30 minutes in the recording. I don't know if I'll cut this down to like 20 or if I'll leave the whole thing raw, but thank you for listening. If you're one of the people that listen, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't feel so alone. There's more of us out there. Later.